Hi and welcome to the vlog. I hope you are all well. I have mentioned in my previous vlogs that I'm really going through a time at the moment. My life has become extremely stressful for so many different reasons, but one of the reasons is that I am being evicted from my home under Section 21. Section 21 is basically a way in which private landlords in the UK can terminate their tenancies for no reason. It is about to become illegal, and so a lot of landlords are using it straight away because they can. I was given my Section 21 notice in the middle of December, and I was given 2 months notice. Basically, just before Christmas, you've got to be out of your house in 2 months' time. Gee, thanks. Now, a lot of people are quite surprised by this, but a lot of people have come to me and said, yeah, but social housing will place you somewhere suitable for Elin. And Elin doesn't live with me, she lives with her dad. He gets the benefits. He is the main carer, the main parent. And so Elin's needs don't count towards my case. Now, this is something I'm going to fight, and I'm going to keep trying. I am meeting with social housing in a few days' time, and so I've put through my application, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get a suitable placement that fits my daughter's needs. But the reality is, I've been told this very clearly, not just by social housing, but by Elin's social worker as well, is that Elin's needs don't count towards my case. So social housing can place me as a single adult with no dependents, and don't give a fig about the fact that I have a severely disabled daughter. The system is so broken. It's not right. It shouldn't be like this. But you know, this is what am I going to do? Regardless, I am going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying to get somewhere through social housing. In the meantime, I have secured a flat that I'm going to be moving into in a few weeks' time. So I'm not going to be homeless. The place is very small. It's much smaller than this one. But at least I can get Elin in and out of it. That's really it, you know. And there is a part of me that's quite excited about downsizing and just getting rid of everything that I don't need, because I've accumulated a lot of stuff in the 4.5 years I've lived in this place. And it's, yeah. I wanted to downsize, maybe not to the extreme of going from a 3-bedroom to a 1-bedroom, but I'm going to choose to see the opportunities in this and just absolutely streamline my life completely and utterly. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm going to take photos of my dining table because I'm selling it. Can't keep it. It has served me well for many years. It's a lovely table, but I am not going to have any space for it. I'm going to be getting rid of my makeup table, my sofa bed, dining table, chairs. Yeah. Did I mention decluttering? Oh. And of course Alice had put a sticker on the table here, which, annoyingly. Child. It is funny how much crap you manage to accumulate over time. When I moved in here, I actually had hardly anything. And then, you know, I got some things to have, you know, suitable furniture and stuff in here, and then my older brother moved back to Sweden, and I basically inherited their flat. And then suddenly I had too much stuff, and never really decluttered from that. What did I do with my phone? Here. Okay. I need to make sure that I get photos of the wear and tear on the table, but also ensure to show that it's extendable and that I've got all the pieces. There we go. I think that will do. Now I can make a listing on it on Facebook Marketplace and get rid of it. It has been stressful beyond belief, actually, doing this, and having to go through this has been really just quite extraordinarily rough. Now, under Section 21, obviously I've been given a moving out date. I was given 2 months' notice. If I hadn't found anywhere to live in that time, I would not have moved. It's important to know that you do have rights as a tenant, even when you're being evicted. And, they would have to take me to court if I wasn't moving out on the date that they've given me. I don't particularly want to be taken to court. I did have a wonderful estate agent explaining to me that no, that will not go on my records as being a bad tenant or anything like that, but I would have to pay the court fees, and I do not particularly want to be paying court fees. So I have been on viewings, been looking at places, and then I've come up against a couple of different difficulties. One of them being affordability. You are now expected to make 30 times your annual income. Your annual income has to be 30 times the rent for a year. And if it isn't that, then they deem you not being able to afford the place. This place is significantly more expensive than my affordability calculations do, and I've never defaulted on a rental payment, but okay. So I'm going to go down in rent quite significantly, which I'm looking forward to. I'm obviously keeping the cat, so I had to find a landlord who was willing to let me keep the cat. And then I have to have somewhere where I can actually get Elin's wheelchair through the door and fit in my kids. So on the one side, I've had the affordability. So estate agents have said to me, well, you don't meet the affordability criteria, so you don't pass the referencing checks. And then on the other side, I've had estate agents saying, but you have shared custody of 2 young children, one of whom is disabled. I can't let you move into a 1-bed. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here, aren't I? Because a 2-bed, I can't afford. And a 1-bed is not suitable. And it isn't suitable, and I know that. But, eventually I've found an estate agent who was willing to work with me, and a landlord who was willing to accept the cat and, let me put in a temporary small ramp to get Elin in the front door and kind of go, if you're willing to do this, we're willing to do this. So we're doing it. In the meantime, I'm continuing with my social housing application, as I said, and I have spent, oh, shut up, sorry. I have spent several hours today uploading more and more documents to my application. They need so much stuff, and it is paperwork, and particularly forms to fill in, is one of my biggest anxiety triggers ever. And I have been in such a state today. I am going into work very soon. Actually, I start in half an hour, and I am looking forward to a busy evening shift at Aldi because it will calm me down. Being a deputy store manager in a store where everything is fast is calmer than my life is at the moment. Oh joy. Can't wait. And I don't even know right now I don't know if I can get time off for the move. And I messaged my ex-husband and went, listen, the move is likely to happen on one of the weekends you have the girls. And he was not particularly gracious about it, shall we say. So, just more stresses. Everything is adding stresses. Let's not talk about the situations around Elin at the moment. Well, we are. Not in this vlog. We are going to talk about the situations around Elin, but not in this vlog. Oh yeah, another thing about my current estate agent and landlord that has really been peeing me off. I'm peed off enough with the Section 21 and the fact that they sent it just before Christmas. It's just, come on people. You're not being very nice here. Is also that I've asked for a little bit of reasonable flexibility considering the circumstances of my disabled daughter. And I have been given just a hard no. No flexibility, you have to be out by this date. Not budging, not being respectful or understanding or reasonable or anything, just been completely and utterly hardlined. And so unnecessary, honestly. I have to say one thing about my new place. It's roughly this big. But But yeah, as I say, it's I can get the wheelchair in, but the location of it is absolutely bloody amazing. So I'm going to be living in a very, in a cool area. And I'll have walking distance into the town centre, walking distance to the hospital, walking distance to work, walking distance to the train station. Like that, I've really managed to get a good location. And I suppose that's a good thing, because it's not like we're going to be able to fit inside the place a lot when I have the girls. We're going to have to be out and about. So I like it in that respect. And I'm really looking forward to this extreme decluttering and downsizing that I'm going to have to do. I've been wanting to declutter for a long time, and my mental state hasn't really allowed me to. And now I'm slightly panicking because I've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get rid of and pack and move. Whilst working full time, whilst having the girls as much as I can. And so it's not a lot of time, but I'll make it work. Good morning. It's the next day, and the extreme decluttering has begun. My dining table is covered in things that I'm getting rid of. So I'll be taking a trip down to the charity shop later today. But before I do that, a friend of mine is turning up, and she's going to store all of my decorations, my Christmas decorations and Halloween decorations, in her garage, because I have amazing friends. And I thought I'd give her a chance to just look through what I've got here. I'm getting rid of my small air fryer. I've got a big one as well, so obviously one is going. I think I have like 6 vases in the blue box here. I'm keeping 2 vases, and I think even that might be excessive. Games, waffle iron, even my overlocker sewing machine is down here for me to get rid of, because I can't keep it. And it's things that I'm not using. And so they're just taking up space instead of being helpful. However, this does mean that I've not really given myself anywhere to sit and have breakfast. I've already been up for, over 2 hours. So I need to eat something because I've been working hard. But yes, I suppose I'm going to just perch on the edge here and hopefully get some food inside me. Hopefully. See what we can do, yeah. Trying to catch up with myself. My table is clear of stuff. I have been to the charity shop and they took almost everything. Not quite everything, but almost everything. So that's a lot of stuff gone from my house and my life in a very short time, which is lovely. And my friend picked up the boxes of decorations that she's going to store for me. So again, yay. Amazing. I have amazing people. I love my people. She says, looking up, thinking, what am I going to do with that? So, not that you can see it, but up there, I've basically got some beautiful Swedish glassware. It's there's a whole county in Sweden where they made glass or still make glass, and it's amazing stuff, and it's really valuable and it's beautiful. And I have 2 red wine glasses and 2 champagne glasses, and guess what I can't drink at all? Anything wine-based, anything made of grapes. It triggers rheumatic pain, and I can't walk for a week after having 1 glass. And I'm like, what do I do with them? Because I'm never going to use them. But they're from Orrefors. Like, they're seriously expensive, these things. Oh, what am I going to do? They are beautiful, though. Maybe it's worth hanging on to them in case I ever have a wine-drinking person visiting who brings their own wine. Yeah, I'm here. I've got an unopened bloody bottle of ouzo. And I didn't even buy this. My brother bought this. And my brother moved back to Sweden 4 years ago. So it sat in my cupboard unopened for 4 years. And God knows for how long it sat unopened in his cupboard before that. What do I do with it? I'm not going to drink it. Jeez. There's just so much stuff. Oh. But I'm making some headway on decluttering, and I've kind of freaked myself out a little because I had things set aside that I was going to iron and then try and sell. And I just shoved the bags into the back of the car today and brought it down to the charity shop and gave it away because I don't have the time and I don't have the energy. And it needs to be gone. It needs to be gone. I'm getting rid of my sofa bed. I'm getting rid of my dining table and my dining chairs. I'm getting rid of my makeup table. I have already gotten rid of shelving units that I had out in the garden and a bedside table. They wouldn't take the makeup table, which I was very upset about. Basically, the makeup table is old, it is broken, it is an upcycling project, so I'm giving it away for free on Facebook Marketplace. But so far, I've had 2 people interested, one who hasn't turned up and one who went, "What? It's not in perfect condition." No, that's why I wrote on the listing that it's not in perfect condition and that you need to put in some work. I'm not interested then. Okay, fine. Yeah, getting rid of a lot of stuff, and it's both scary and exciting. And you know, how do you manage shit like this when you're working full time, you're a single mom with a complex needs child, and you've got basically 2 weeks to uproot your entire life? And my answer is, as always, plan. Now, I got myself a pre-printed planner or bullet journal this year because I wasn't keeping up with my bullet journal last year. I did not have the time and energy to sit and draw out everything. So this year I've gone for a pre-printed one. It's not perfect, but it is one I am using, and therefore it is good. If it's in use, it is good. Just trying to keep track of what I've already forgotten what I did on Monday and Tuesday this week, and it is now Thursday. So life is going way, way, way too fast. Oh, yesterday, yeah, I had to call Elin's social worker yesterday, so that's yeah, something I should write in here. Oh, had a conversation with Elin's school nurse. Now, at the moment, I'm taking this with me wherever I go, but I'm not using it as much as I should do and need to, or should, as much as would be helpful for me. Let's put it that way. I'm not using it as much as would be helpful for me, but I'm using it at least, and that's better than nothing. Just basically got to keep remembering to pick it up and have it in front of me and do the things that I need to do. And I've got to remember to breathe. I've got to remember to drink water. I've got to remember to rest. That's actually extremely important. When things are this stressful, it is extremely important that I remember to rest. And yeah, then I keep decluttering. I keep chipping away at it. That's really all I can do. And I'll in most likelihood, I will still be decluttering after I've moved, because I know that the place is tiny, but I haven't really thought about how I'm going to set it up. So there are things that I think I will be able to keep, that I will be moving, but there's a possibility, obviously, that I will, once I'm in there, realize that it's not feasible and I have to rethink everything. So that's what I'm doing. But I think, in all honesty, I think I'm going to stop this vlog here and say thank you for watching, as always, and please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. I have a lot more vlogs to record about everything that is going on. I'm going to explain why we are under safeguarding investigation with regards to Elin and what's happening there. I'm going to do a vlog about Alice's reactions to the move and everything that we have to do. I have a lovely little plan for this weekend, because I do have the girls this weekend, but Elin is going into respite care. So she's going to be staying overnight. And so I think I'm going to take my youngest out on a date and show her where the new flat is. And we can have some really, really nice mummy-daughter time together. I think we both deserve that. And it's giving me something to feel excited about and look forward to, and she's gonna get a nice surprise. Obviously the new place when I've moved in to show you that. But it is 10 to 11, I start work at midday and I need to eat something before then, and I have teensy tiny little cardboard boxes littering my entire world, so I could really do with just breaking them down and taking them out to recycling bin and freeing up a bit more space that way. So yeah, that's gonna be me next. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon. Mwah. Bye.